Hello everyone, and welcome to my CBS Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Taylor receives a wedding ultimatum from Deacon. We haven't heard anything more about Deacon Sharp's attempt to brush off Taylor Hayes' rejection on The Bold and the Beautiful. The owner of Il Giardino proposed this week on the CBS soap drama, but Taylor turned him down. Is their romance about to end? Discover what will happen next on the CBS soap opera by continuing to read. Deacon and Taylor Hayes seem to have crossed paths at some point. Deacon Sharp believed he was divorcing Sheila Carter in order to wed his therapist. However, Taylor believes that as long as she is no longer having sex with a married man, saying I do is not necessary. According to spoilers on Bold and Beautiful, Deacon Sharp won't give up. He seems to place a high value on marriage, but not when he was wed to Sheila Carter. According to previews, Deacon won't give up on getting Taylor to the altar and will attempt to persuade her to say I do once again the following week. Deacon Sharp left his wife for Taylor because of his ambitious expectations for their future. The restaurant owner may give his girlfriend an ultimatum in the coming weeks, according to B&B teasers. If Taylor doesn't want to be his wife, would he actually break up with her? Taylor Hayes should have taken the lead if she didn't intend to wed Deacon in the future. However, she appears to sincerely care for her partner, so Deacon might still persuade her to marry him. Did Sheila's husband divorce her for nothing after he cruelly left her for another woman? Before Deacon broke up with his wife, should Taylor have been honest about not wanting to get married? Can he persuade her to change her mind? Does Darcy Dillon have a Los Angeles ex? Viewers of The Bold and the Beautiful are eagerly anticipating Kelly Sullivan's debut as Melissa Dillon's mother Darcy. It is anticipated that Darcy Dillon's debut will reveal a great deal about her daughter's background and identity. Is Dillon's father already in Los Angeles since he isn't traveling with him? Discover what will happen next on Bold and Beautiful by continuing to read. Kelly Sullivan began filming sequences during the first week of The Bold and the Beautiful, according to the show's comings and goings. The first official air date for Dillon's mother is revealed by episode guides. The well-known actress's roles on the sibling serial opera The Young and the Restless will be familiar to soap opera viewers. Spoilers indicate that when Katie Spencer gets to town, Darcy will have a grudge against her. There are rumors that the children of Darcy and Katie might be involved in an accident together. Whatever the situation, Darcy finds Will Spencer Jr.'s mother's treatment of her daughter unimpressive. Does anyone else feel like Shauna and Flo? It's intriguing that Dillon's mother will be introduced before her father. If she got into an accident, why wouldn't both of her parents come to town? There are rumors that Darcy's relationship with a member of one of the soap opera's well-known families will be exposed once she gets to Los Angeles. Clearly, we are fairly certain that Dillon's father is not Bill Spencer. However, a few decades ago, Darcy might have gotten involved with a member of the Forrester family. Do you believe Dillon doesn't know who her father is and that he's already in Los Angeles? Dillon's job is threatened by Elektra while Finn rushes home to see Steffi. While Elektra Forrester lays down the law with Melissa Dillon, Sydney Bullock, John Finnegan will return to Los Angeles with one objective in mind, according to The Bold and the Beautiful preview video for the week. Katie Logan Spencer confronts Will Spencer at the beginning of the weekly commercial after he claims to miss Elektra while having an affair with her closest friend. Naturally, Will may contend that Elektra broke up with him and made it obvious that they would never reconcile. Will might not see why he shouldn't take Dillon's offer of consolation. Dillon and Elektra will engage in a heated argument at work in the interim. Elektra will remind out that her employment may be in danger because Dillon is pursuing Will and upsetting her now former best friend. In the weekly teaser video, Elektra tells Dillon, I am Elektra Forrester. If I want it, you're gone. It seems that if Dillon continues to pursue Will, Elektra will threaten to fire her. Dillon would argue that only Ridge Forrester and Steffi Forrester Finnegan have the authority to decide her future at Forrester Creations, but Elektra might argue that she could persuade them to fire Dillon. But now that her marriage has completely failed, Steffi has more pressing matters on her mind. Steffi is intoxicated and prepared to rely on Carter Walton for support because she believes her relationship with Finn is ended. Carter will listen as Steffi goes on to describe all the drama, saying that all she ever wanted was to be free of the woman who is attempting to ruin her family. Steffi feels that enough is enough because of all the Sheila-Carter drama. Steffi will comfort Carter, who is also intoxicated as a result of Daphne Rose Walton's departure, and this will probably lead to a passionate encounter. In their inebriated state, Carter and Steffi appear ready to go too far. Finn, on the other hand, will fly home in a hurry and say he must reach Steffi before it's too late. Finn might be too late to prevent his wife from committing the ultimate betrayal, based on how things are going for Carter and Steffi thus far. According to spoilers for the CBS soap opera The Bold and the Beautiful, there are still some unexpected moments to come. Stay in for all the terrible news and intense confrontations that lie ahead. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful reveal Deacon Sharp's shocking motivation. Is he using Taylor like Sheila? Just before giving Taylor Hayes an engagement ring, he claimed to have reached a mature moment. Yes, he asked Sheila Carter for a divorce months ago. She made him wait a long time before agreeing to sign the legal documents. In terms of soap opera time, it has seemed like 2 minutes. Sheila had a condition while giving Deacon his freedom, as many characters have said time and time again. Her only request was that the lady who had stolen her husband approach Steffi Forrester Finnegan on her behalf. Was that really so incorrect? Deacon's ex-wife was treated like a lesser human by his children. Sheila repeatedly tried to get to know Logan Spencer and Deke Sharp, but they were closed off. Deacon was persuaded that he needed to move on in part because of that. He dropped Sheila because he intended to replace her with a credible woman, according to a more straightforward analysis of that situation. Taylor transgressed the moral standards that all psychiatrists follow. This came from the well-known physician who also had dishonest conversations with Sheila while she was having an affair with Deacon. Although Taylor continued to claim that Sheila had changed, she was still afraid of her. In order to make Sheila's breakup with Deacon go smoothly, some of the good doctor's co-workers might have said that she was attempting to will what she desired into existence. The divorce did, in fact, go without incident. Sheila verbally attacked Deacon and Taylor while expressing her agony. However, as the rap sheet of B&B's most infamous villain suggested, no violence resulted in anyone being harmed. After Deacon was set free, he and Taylor started dating in public. However, that was only recently. It looked like he might pop the question by next St. Valentine's Day or by Christmas at the latest. Deacon receives prestige from Taylor. After being released from prison, he believes that if he can marry her, he will have achieved his goals. It's very amazing to go all the way back from being an ex-con to marry someone like Taylor. Naturally, his relationship with Sheila was also completely unanticipated. The choice to terminate Deacon and Sheila is regrettable. Sharp and Brown were excellent scene partners, and their personalities were among the most unpredictable. Sheila was perhaps, if not actually, utilized by Deacon. While falling in love, she assisted in his rehabilitation. Was his attraction to her based on necessity and time, or was he ever genuinely in love with her? Regardless of whether she wears the ring or decides to wed him, Taylor might think about it when she examines his ring. 2 marriages blow up after Steffi and Carter's inebriated hookup? The Bold and the Beautiful hint that Carter Walton and Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, are both dealing with heartbreak for various reasons. John Finn Finnegan's marriage to Steffi has collapsed due to his biological mother Sheila Carter, while Carter is in shock with the announcement of Daphne Rose Walton's departure for Paris. Now that Steffi and Carter are headed straight for one another, their shared anguish could be the ideal ingredient for a disastrous error. A sexual encounter. When Steffi learned that Finn had taken the same aircraft to Monaco as Sheila and had neglected to inform her, she went insane. She felt deceived. When Finn seemed to stand up for his biological mother during Steffi and Sheila's altercation on the beach, things only became worse. Steffi was taken aback. Steffi removed her wedding ring and returned it to Finn because she could not believe Finn had betrayed her. A furious Steffi returns to Los Angeles by herself, drowning part of her anguish and rage in alcohol, while Finn is terrified that his marriage may be over. It's not just Steffi who is devastated. Carter was taken aback by Daphne's choice to go from Los Angeles to Paris following heartbreaking news regarding her likelihood of becoming a biological mother. Carter isn't prepared to just give up on Daphne, even though she is pushing him away out of guilt. Regretfully, it's possible that Daphne has already concluded that the only way she can proceed is to abandon Carter. Could Steffi and Carter turn to one another while they were both experiencing extreme heartbreak? When Steffi returns to Forrester Creations, she might discover that Carter is having trouble adjusting to Daphne's departure. Carter can definitely relate to Steffi's suffering, and after losing Daphne, Steffi might end up being just what Carter needs. After her altercation with Finn, Steffi has already started drinking, and Carter may soon follow suit in an attempt to ease his own suffering. Will they both commit a grave error? Could Steffi and Carter share a kiss or more after a few drinks, 2 broken hearts, and some unanticipated chemistry? Considering that her marriage is dissolved, Steffi is going too far by acting on her attraction to Carter so early, which could lead to serious consequences. If Finn finds out that Steffi cheated on him right away after their breakup in Monaco, he will be distraught and there may be little prospect of reconciliation. 2 failed marriages could become even more disastrous after one rash night. The bold and the beautiful recap includes Steffi's inebriated comeback, Daphne's dramatic departure, and Carter's solace. We witnessed Steffi Forrester Finnegan get consolation in today's episode. But it wasn't from Liam Spencer or John Finn Finnegan. In addition, Daphne Rose Walton flees to Paris for the nth time. Steffi keeps drinking wine and champagne on the plane. Her airplane lunch tray really contains 4 different shaped alcohol cups. She also appears to be rather blasted. Steffi places another drink order. Steffi is barely able to walk upright after the plane lands. Ridge Forrester and Brooke Logan Forrester meet again in the hotel room. Finn interrupts by storming in. The man wants to know if Steffi has been spotted by Bridge. It's not the finest time, according to Ridge. When she realizes there is a family problem, she leaves so they can handle it. Finn says he can locate Steffi. Last night, she did not return to the hotel room. Sheila Carter needs to be explained by the man. Finn describes how Sheila ambushed him on the aircraft. He made an effort to send her straight home. Sheila never pays attention, according to Ridge. They all make unsuccessful calls in an attempt to locate Steffi. Ridge lashes out at Finn. The doctor appears to be a youngster who was caught spending the entire night out. She departs from Carter Walton with Daphne. Carter makes an attempt to follow her. She doesn't have to flee to Paris, they can overcome this together. The nose maintains that these are an error. She says she should never have traveled to Los Angeles. Carter advises them to return home and recuperate. Daphne no longer believes she has a place to call home. Home is together, says Carter. The nose objects to the man reaching for her. Carter wants them to cooperate to resolve this. But Daphne simply insists that she must go. Abruptly, Daphne removes her wedding band. Carter is not going to accept it. The woman begs. Carter continues to refuse. Daphne then places it on the desk, bids it farewell, and leaves. At his workstation, Carter sobs and becomes inebriated. Carter goes to buy more alcohol. Steffi stumbles in while he's gone, crying. Carter returns intoxicated and perplexed. The woman laments over Finn and Sheila. Carter reaches out to comfort her.